Well, hello and welcome to the 13th episode of the Backstage Pass, your weekly dose of magic from the historic Earl and Rachel Smith Strand Theater right here on the Marietta Square. I'm Taylor Rambo.
And I'm Camilla Sanders. We're your backstage tour guides, your behind-the-curtain companions, and your official Strand insiders.
Just think of us as your artsy neighbors with a microphone and a lot of opinions about live theater and lounge cocktails.
Especially the cocktails. But before we dive into what's happening this week, we want to give a huge shout out to our incredible 2025 presenting sponsors, the City of Marietta and S.A. White Oil Company. Their support helps us keep the curtain rising.
Thank you for believing in the arts and for being such champions of what we do here at the Strand. Y'all are the real MVPs. Okay, folks, this is not a drill. It's your last chance to catch our hit production of Grease on the stage this weekend.
Five performances left. 5. That's fewer shows than there are Pink Ladies. And you know, Rizzo wouldn't miss it.
We have been running the show since late May, and the energy just keeps building. I mean, every time I hear "You're the One That I Want," I get goosebumps.
And not just because you insist on doing the dance moves in the lobby.
I do like to stay limber.
Catch Grease live Thursday at 7:30, Friday at 8, Saturday at 3 and 8, and Sunday at 3.
And you got to hear these reviews. One guy said, "We really enjoyed Grease today. Great job by all." Oh, Raina said, "What a wonderful production. Thank you for bringing this to the Strand. I enjoyed my front row seats today. All the performers nailed it." We also had Michelle. She said, "I went to the show tonight with some friends. It was fantastic." We also had Tracy. She said, "I went on my birthday and it was awesome."
Happy birthday, Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy. So grab your leather jacket, tease your hair, and channel your inner T-Bird or Pink Lady and get down to the Strand this weekend. And hey, if you've got a group of 10 or more, please call our box office at 770-293-0080 and snag a group discount. That's how Danny would do it.
And of course, we've got your pre- and post-show vibes covered with live music all weekend long.
Yes, so in the Lumiere Lounge, upstairs on the second floor, catch Misha Stefanik on Thursday from 6:30 to 10:30. That's tonight. And Camilla, yes, you, on Friday night from 7 to 11 p.m.
You know I love singing with a cocktail in hand. Saturday night, we've got the amazing Trey Wright on guitar, also from 7 to 11.
And we haven't even talked about Brew with a View on our 4th floor. On Friday night, it's David Lockwood and Chris Riggenbach. And on Saturday, we've got The Least Worst Guys, which is probably the most Marietta band name I've ever heard.
Right. It's like if your group text started a band and they're actually really good.
They are. But last but not least, families, mark your calendars for Wednesday, June the 25th. We're screening Monsters, Inc. with 2 incredible showings. The 10 a.m. showing is for sensory-friendly needs, and a regular screening at 1 p.m. with a Mighty Allen Theater Organ concert starting at 12:30.
Where else can you see adorable monsters and hear a historic pipe organ before lunch?
All right, y'all, it's time for our favorite part of the show, Backstage Banter, where we dish on the delightful, the chaotic, and the caffeine-fueled moments behind the scenes at the Strand.
And this week, we're introducing you to someone brand new to the team who's already shaking things up in all the right ways. Please welcome our fabulous new bar and concession manager, Jasmine Mooney.
Hi, it's so great to be here. I'm so excited.
We're so glad to have you, Jasmine. Okay, first things first. What is your vibe? Like, what's your background? How did we get so lucky to steal you away to work here at the Strand?
I love drinking in a healthy manner, of course. I love margaritas. big fan of those. Love a dirty martini. I spent a few years bartending at a Mexican spot that had a speakeasy on the back of it. So that is where I kind of really got to know the business side of drinking and like really what it takes. And then as for the Strand, I grew up coming here. Like I came to see Gone with the Wind because it happened to be playing like a few days after I finished the book for the first time. I've been to Rocky Horror Picture Show here. This is where I lost my Rocky V card. So I like came up like growing up like coming to the Strand. So then my friend was like, we have this great position open. And so she got me in the door and I've been loving it so far.
That's amazing, Jasmine. Man, we're so excited to have you on the team, especially with all that and your speakeasy experience.
I know. We do have this magic speakeasy upstairs, I'm sure you're aware, with great lighting and a tiny stage where dreams are made of.
Yes, but let's get to the good stuff. So tell us about this secret drink you've created just for our podcast listeners.
Yes, I'm so excited. So it's essentially a wine spritzer, but jazzed up a little bit. I think it's criminal if a wine spritzer doesn't have any alcohol beyond the wine in it. So this has a really balanced, nice rosé, a little cheeky little shot of vodka in there, some house-made mint syrup, and it's topped off with some soda water. So it's nice and summery, springy, crisp, refreshing. I think it's really good both for the space and also just for the summer.
Y'all, I had a sip and immediately texted my entire book club. This drink is a whole summer vibe.
It really is. I got to try it too, and it was really wonderful. But the only way to order it is you have to whisper Backstage Pass to the bartender, and you have to say the secret name of this cocktail, which is...
the Mint Condition.
Yes, it's like Prohibition, but even tastier. Well, Jasmine, we're so excited to have you. And for our listeners, this is our first secret cocktail on the Backstage Pass. And we will have more to come because Jasmine is bringing a lot of energy and creativity to our team. Thank you, Jasmine, for being here.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Jasmine, we're so glad you're here. You bring sparkle, smarts, and honesty, just the right amount of mischief.
Cheers to that. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
This week's mission moment is a quiet one, but it speaks volumes. Our tech director, Julian Martins, shared a story that really moved us at last week's staff meeting. During a recent performance of Grease, a patron approached our front of house team asking if we had anything to help them hear the show more clearly.
And shout out to Madison, who quickly offered one of our wireless listening devices. Y'all, this guest was blown away. The device worked beautifully, and for the first time in a long time, they felt fully included in the experience.
Julian really said it best that even if we help just one person a year, it's worth it. Right now, we only have 4 of those devices, but the need is real, and we want to be able to say yes every single time someone needs one.
So if you want to help make the Strand even more welcoming and accessible, head to strandmarietta.org/donate. Every dollar helps us go the extra mile for our patrons.
Because theater is for everyone, and moments like this remind us why we do what we do.
Mark your calendar. Next Thursday, June 26th, we're serving up something extra special in the Lumiere Lounge. Our first cabaret night titled, If You Only Knew.
This one's for anyone who's ever felt misunderstood or hilariously misinterpreted. Expect laughter, tears, and top-notch talent from Strand veterans Zach Phelps and Vicky Zaffiletti.
Admission includes a drink ticket, seating is limited to 30 guests, and the show starts at 7:30. Doors are open at 7 p.m. It's intimate, it's witty, and it's going to be one unforgettable night.
Well, hey, that's a wrap for this episode of the Backstage Pass from your local historic nonprofit, Earl and Rachel Smith Strand Theater. But before we go, let's roll those credits. This show is hosted by Camilla Sanders and me, Taylor Rambo. Event information was provided by Amanda Costulas, Jackie Garvin, and Camilla Sanders. Editing and production by yours truly. And our theme music is Many a Slip by this guy named Kevin Sanders.
Don't forget to subscribe, share, and follow us on social media at Strand Marietta for all the latest updates and behind-the-scenes fun.
And remember, the safest place to grab your tickets is on our website at strandmarietta.org. Well, hey, we will see you next time right here where entertainment history and community take center stage. But until then,
Enjoy the show.
All right, that's it.